Ladies and gents, welcome to your Radio UK with your boy JD. And in the studio we have a rapper, writer and singer, or singer and writer, Micah, the artist and the artist of the month.
Yes.
How you doing?
Hello. Hi JD, what's good? Thank you for having me.
Excellent, thank you for coming. Great to have you, and you've been our wonderful artist of the month, so we've had the privilege of playing some of your songs. So let's start. Give us the songs you've got for us to play.
So officially I had 2 songs released so far. First one, Mercury, and that one has 5 or 6 remixes released as well as the original track. And I've got second one recently released called Rara.
Okay.
However, obviously I was writing much more than just 2 songs in my life. It's just I never decided to release anything until then.
Excellent. So let's go to Mercury, your first one, which was a label of BMG in Germany.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
So I was quite lucky because the team has found me and came to me.
Okay.
Believe it or not. So I've been recommended to one of the producers by someone who happened to come across my music on YouTube.
Okay.
And one day I just got a message on social media saying, hi, we're looking for a female rapper to be featured on our track. And they asked me to record my take on it,
Okay.
which was great because I had full freedom. I could write what I wanted and I wasn't limited with, doing things in a certain way. They wanted me to be 100% me on it, which is great. And I recorded it. They asked a few other female rappers to do the same thing. So at first I didn't think anything of it. I thought, they're probably going to choose someone else.
Okay.
And you can imagine how pleasantly surprised I was when a few days later they got back to me saying that the team liked my version most and they're inviting me to be a guest on the track.
Okay. So just explain to me briefly what happened. How did it come about? Did you?
So Mercury is an electro-pop song,
Okay.
which scared me because obviously I'm not very comfortable in that type of music. I'm a rapper mainly, so I do my hip hop, my soul R&B, if anything. So at first I listened to the music and I thought, goodness me, how am I ever gonna write to this?
Yeah.
So also quite unusual was the fact that I actually had some time frames this time. Usually when I write my own stuff, I take as much time as I want, but for this one, it was a more complex project, so I had a very limited time frame. So I did have to literally lock myself in the room and play the song over and over and over again until I came up with the right melody and the right flow for my rap and lyrics.
Okay, and then so you said you were up against other people, other female artists,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And you explain to me, where are you from, and maybe tell everybody why you felt it could be difficult.
I'm originally from Poland.
Okay.
Sopot, which is the seaside, north coast. So English is my second language.
Okay.
So even because of that, I thought that perhaps there will be a girl that speaks English as first language that might impress more with her accent or her flow or her twang. I thought if they're going to ask American girl, obviously that's going to be very significant rap. So I didn't think much of it, to be completely honest with you. So when they came back to me saying that the team liked my version the most, I felt very privileged.
Okay. Which do you prefer to rap, in English or Polish?
Absolutely in English.
English.
I think I've only ever written one song in Polish language.
Okay.
I've left Poland 15 years ago.
Okay.
So since then, obviously, English is my daily language, which I communicate with at work, at home, with friends. So to write in Polish now, especially rap, where you need to be very much on top of the slang and you need to know all the new school, all the cool kids on the block, what do they say, how do they say it, would be a bit difficult for me right now.
Okay, so Mercury, explain to me, when you got your contract, what happened?
Oh, that was one of the happiest days of my life, I think.
Okay.
So you can imagine, obviously, journey with music started when I was a kid. You
Yeah.
know, I sang in a school choir, and I had some bands. I even ended up in some rock bands because my dad is a metalhead. So I was actually, believe it or not, raised on the darkest of the dark metals.
Okay, hang on. Let me get this right. So you're a rapper with American background, American style to it, and your dad is into
Metal.
heavy metal
Very,
and rock.
very heavy metal.
And may I say, what's your mum into?
My mom is easygoing when it comes to music. My mom just likes, you know, whatever makes her happy, whatever makes her dance.
Golden oldies.
Yeah, a bit of 80s,
So-
a bit of, you know.
So explain to everybody, like, how did rap come about when you got your mum into golden oldies and your dad into metal, and then you come along with hip hop and start rapping? What happened?
I suppose where I'm from has played a big
Okay.
part in it, because Sopot, where I'm from, where I grew up, at the time where I
Okay.
lived there, was very much under American influence when it comes to music.
Right.
So, you know, me and my friends always laughed that, you know, Sopot is our little Bronx, our little New York, or our little, if you know, it's the seaside, so it's our little California, you know. So it was very much influenced by American music at the time when I was growing up. So you had all the hip hop parties, you know, obviously we had the beach clubs. So, you know, all the songs, the Miamis, the Californias, you know, all them tunes were flying really well at that time in Sopot. So when I was growing up and I was going to those clubs, that's the music that was trending.
Okay.
So, you know, and I just felt it. I suppose you just have to feel the music. You can't make yourself like something. So hip hop, R&B, soul are the styles that were always the closest to my heart.
So your friends and you all into hip hop, all into...
Not all of my friends.
Okay.
I mean, some of my friends, again, like my dad, were very much into their metal and rock. Which
Split. So you were split.
which I appreciate as well, and I'm
Okay.
actually glad that I had that influence from my dad's side.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll give you another spin. My dad used to be a violinist and pianist.
Okay, so your dad went from
Hi, Dad.
So your dad went from playing the violin into some really
Into listening to death metal, yes.
heavy death metal music,
Yes.
which you probably would think the lighter rock is cheese. You come about and you're into American style hip hop.
Yeah.
Name me some of your favorite hip hop artists.
Oh my gosh, I mean, there's plenty, but I mean, you know, when we talk about American hip hop, we can't not mention Dr.
Snoop.
Dre,
Yeah.
Snoop.
Yes.
You know, obviously some legends that already passed, like Biggie Smalls and Tupac. Obviously, people that are still around, Missy Elliott, Eminem. You know, all these guys, the greatest.
Okay, and then you were told to do a rap for a pop song.
Electropop, yeah.
And you were like, okay.
Another spin.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly write something out.
No, it wasn't quick. Trust me, it
Okay.
wasn't quick. But it was the first time I was given a time frame, which
Okay.
was quite challenging. But I am a very disciplined person,
Okay.
so that comes from all the way back to how my parents raised me, and the fact that I was a martial artist since I was a child.
So a badass girl.
All of these things also taught me a discipline.
Okay.
I'm very disciplined, even though I might look like this party girl, but I am very disciplined. And when something needs doing and needs doing at a certain time, you better know it is going to be delivered.
Perfectionist.
Yes, a little bit.
So we're gonna take a sneak peek at Mercury, and if people who are listening to the radio station, we've played it, especially on our dance nights.
Mad Fridays.
Mad Fridays.
Yeah.
We've
Peace
also-
out to all the DJs for playing
Yeah.
Mercury, especially the Gordon and Doyle remix, which is my favorite.
Okay, that's a good question. How many mixes of Mercury are out?
I think there are
officially?
five or six available
six.
on iTunes and Spotify and all those platforms.
Okay, and-
My favorite one is Gordon and Doyle because it has that strong sort of dancey, trancey beat to it.
Okay, got a good sort of like drum.
It gives
beat
you
to
a
it.
kick.
Okay, so we're gonna have a listen to. Shall we play the Mercury remix?
Gordon and Doyle, let's do
Gordon
it.
and Doyle. We'll play that one,
Yeah.
and then we'll come back because we've got a few other bits to talk about, which is exclusive to your Radio UK. So we'll see you in 5.
Ice cubes in my drink, about to shrink, serve me some more. Cause girl, when you dance near me, there's a heat wave on the floor. I chilled out with my friends and then I planned to keep it cool and easy, so easy. But now, just your silhouette makes my heart pound. I start melting as soon you're around. Yes, your moves that seduce me, there's no one to save me. Put on the AC, cause baby, you're so hot. You're so hot, baby, you're so hot. You boost my mercury, baby, you're so hot. You're so hot, baby, you're so hot. You boost my mercury.
Welcome back, and that was Mercury, the Doyle remix.
Gordon Doyle
remix, which was obviously a lot harder than the original, which I personally like to play the dance track, and that one's also available to buy as well.
Yes, on all major platforms. Yeah.
Okay, so that takes me on to song number 2, Rara.
Yeah.
Before we do that, and I forgot to ask you, for the listeners, how do you pronounce your name? How do you say your name officially, so that all the DJs that are playing the songs get your name right?
Do you know what? There's so many versions of how people pronounce my name, and from this place, I want to say a special hello to DJ Robert Mora from El Paso. Your pronunciation of my name is literally making my day every single time I hear it. It's so cute.
Maikia.
Maikia. I love it. The right pronunciation is Micah Negotium. However, I spell Micah Mike apostrophe A to put a little twist on it, so you can pronounce it Mike.
Mike, comma, Negotium.
Negotium, yes.
Okay.
And Negotium is a Latin word and means mission, because I'm a true believer that every single one of us has some sort of mission, some task to accomplish down here.
Micah is on the mission.
Micah is on a mission.
So there we have it. The official pronunciation, Mike Negotium on the mission. So
I'm scared to hear the DJs now pronouncing it on the set.
We have DJs from all over. We have America. We've got Polish DJ on board now. We've got obviously
you've got East Side, West Side in America. We've got Texas,
right. And we've got an Australian DJ as well, who actually has a question for you later, which I will get to. Now we have the official pronunciation. So DJs, get it right. Pronounce.
Roberto, you do you. You do you.
No, he's got a good accent. I like his accent.
It's cute.
So now we have that. We've leveled that straight. Let's move on to Rara, which we have been playing exclusively on Your Radio UK. So we had it first.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity
for playing it.
To play it first. And you've released it, when was it officially released?
It was released on the 13th of January.
13th of January.
Very recently. However, and this might come as a shock to some.
I know. Carry on.
Rara was actually written and recorded in 2017. So
2017.
We've been sitting on this song for over 3 years.
Why?
Because I'm a greedy artist. I really am. I always did music for me. I never did music thinking of selling it to people, to labels, making big money out of it. It just was never my goal.
Should share the love.
I am now, but also, you know, obviously we are on a lockdown day, 1,055,000 on my watch. So the only positive outcome of UK being on a lockdown for pretty much the whole year is the fact that I finally had some more time to dedicate to music. That is, obviously, I'm the type of person that I try to see positive in every situation. I'm an optimist. So in this situation where, you know, I could very easily get all depressed and just, you know, sit at home and cry, which, you know, I'm not going to say I never had days like that I wanted to do it, but I just started thinking, all right, okay, how can I use this time now when I don't have to worry about going to work, can't even go to the gym, which isn't great, but, you know, literally can't do anything. It's just my place, internet, and what can I do? And I thought, all right, okay, let's get on it. Let's
kick into some gear. Right. So Rara, what is it? What is the song about? What does Rara mean? Why did you come up with Rara?
Okay.
I mean,
my brain works in mysterious ways. Okay, so after this interview, I'm gonna see people.
We all want to know.
People just go and unfollow. She's not okay.
Because Rara, like.
Okay, so when it comes to title.
Mm-hmm.
When you search word Rara, R-A-R-A, in Urban Dictionary,
check it out.
It means a beautiful, good-looking, very desirable girl. Okay. However, because there is a twist with me always, Rara is a slang. This is what I picked up from British people I worked with. When you are talking about a content or you're explaining to someone, oh, that's where you're going to put the description, or that's when you're going to put...
Yeah.
They say Rara. You're going to... So here is going to be the Rara about whatever, you know, Rara. Instead of like blah, blah, I suppose. That's I heard British people saying Rara for just something to say instead of blah, blah, blah. That's where the whole Rara goes about your, you know.
So is that what your song's about?
So it's a combination of the two. So first time I heard it, I really liked how it sounded when one of the managers I worked with in my day job mentioned, you know, so here's going to be the whole Rara about, and I'm like, oh, I like that. And then I looked into it, what it means.
Okay.
And in Urban Dictionary, it means this, you know, beautiful, desirable girl. That when you walk into the place, you spot her and she's the Rara. So I thought, amazing, that's it, that's my track. That's so I gotta do that.
Let me ask you, did you have the name first and then come up with the words for the song, or did you have the words and then go, actually, this could be a Rara situation?
I had the title first. So it's never the same. It's never the same scheme with me. The same format. It's always different. Like with my latest song that I just finished, it's really hot and still in the oven baking. With that one, title came last.
Okay.
But with Rara, I had title first, and then understanding what it means in Urban Dictionary gave me the picture of what I'm gonna rap about roughly. So I knew it's gonna be a girl. I knew it's gonna be, you know, a good-looking girl that all the men want, and it's gonna be a nightclub, and it's a very fast sort of banger type of beat. So I thought it's gonna be energy. It's gonna be that club vibe. You know, I even rap in there about one of most popular labels of Polish vodka, you know. I wasn't paid for that. I wasn't paid.
We're not sponsored. We're absolutely not sponsored.
I just like that one. So
okay, so do you remember, do you still, I mean, you wrote it so long ago, do you remember any verses, any lyrics, anything that you could
okay, I'm really
explain?
terrible. I'm one of them artists that writes a song and then forgets the lyrics. So
imagine on stage, sorry, can I just get my words quickly? Even though you wrote it.
It happened to the greatest, okay?
Yes.
So, no, of course I remember what it's about, but I wouldn't be able, like, on the spot now to bring you the verse, because I would just mumble. Especially because I've been working on the newest song now. That's the lyrics I have in my head.
It's all forgotten. On Rara, you worked with Papa J.
That's it. Papa J Music from same soul music agency in Poland.
Tell me, what's it like working with him? What's it like?
maybe let's skip that part.
Or do you not want to know?
That would need to be censorized.
No, he's starting to tune into our radio station, so let's be nice to him.
Yes, no, Papa J is a great friend of mine.
Okay.
We knew each other, we know each other somewhere around 17 years now.
Wow.
So, you know, all the way from high school. So
you went to school together?
We didn't. We clubbed in the same venues.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's been a long going friendship, and again, it's brilliant. I can't imagine it any other way, because for me, because my music is so personal to me, and like I said, I'm very selfish with my music. I want to make sure I'm happy with it, and I want to make sure, you know,
perfectionist.
Yeah, yes. and I don't really care. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound bad, but I don't care if people like it or not. I really don't. I mean, it touches my heart every time I get a lovely comments or likes or thumbs up. Thank you everyone for that. But if it wasn't there, it wouldn't bother me either. You know, so working with a friend who is on the same wavelength with me, not just music wise, but in general. You know, we have very similar morals. We stand by, you know, same things. We grew up in the same city. So, you know, so all of these things make this work so much more pleasurable and better. And
as a talented artist with Papa J, I mean, how long does it take you guys to throw something together?
Oh, I mean, you know, as we grew older and more experienced, the time frames are shorter and shorter. So we're going from, you know, back in the day in our teens, you know, trying to work out the old school computers with, you know, crashing systems every 5 minutes.
To something now where he's like, don't worry, give me 5 minutes, I'll create something. And you're like, right. So he gets the easy job of throwing a track together, and you've got to sit now and create all the words.
I mean, I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to say what he does is easy, because it's not. It's easy for him. It's easy for him.
I've tried to throw some beats together, and I mean, it could take ages to just do something small. Because as you know, as an artist, you play something, the first time you hear it, you think, oh, that's nice. But then you play it again, and you're like, I don't like it. And then you start tinkering with it. And before you know it, you're doing it again from scratch.
I mean, you know, like I said, we've got about 15, 17 years of experience, me writing and rapping and working on my flow and my pronunciation, and him obviously making beats and putting sounds together and getting better equipment obviously with time. So we find, because we're both perfectionists, we finally feel like we approach the time when we are happy with the quality of our productions, and we are happy to release it. We're happy to spread it out, and don't keep it just for ourselves, but finally put it out.
And finally come up with Rara, which is officially on every major platform out there. So let's list some of them. iTunes,
Apple Music,
Spotify, Amazon. I bought my copy on Amazon, so
it works.
Slightly more expensive on Amazon.
Actually, Apple Music and iTunes are cheaper. Who knew? Google Play, Spotify,
and you can be found on Spotify. And
it's been recently actually added to New Talents playlist, which is great as well.
And Alexa can pick it up as well now.
I believe so, and Shazam.
Alexa and Shazam, and it's for sale. So
get your copy now.
Let's get your copy. But before we move on to something else, because I know you mentioned earlier that I've
got something in the oven.
You got something in the well, I think it's baked already. Because I have been privileged to hear something that's about to be released. But we won't go there. We're going to go straight to Rara, which again we had the opportunity to play it first. We had it for a couple of weeks
before the
officially.
Release. Yeah, that's right.
And then it was released, and let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to it.
She walks into the room, all eyes at her. Everybody go and cry when they see her body like a dance, golden skin, suffering rice, looks and legs. Now they know they want her. They'll tell you all the beers that they think you wanna hear. They'll swear on anything and talk. Now we are here, let's put hands together while drinking velvet and sing. The night is short but long enough. He'll tell you anything to get ya. He'll play hard until he gets caught. He'll do anything to get that. What you know about her that you choose over them? You're an amateur playing dirty game. You wanna score like a champ, say ain't player. She tired of your crap, she knows she can do better. You're not letting her go, you want her for your own. You pick her like she was from the menu. No point to get mad, cry or shout. She knows she can't get through. He chooses not to listen and puts her in a cage. She really wanna fix him but just sparks her into rage. But the night's still young, he doesn't want it all. Probably use your song and hit the floor.
And that, ladies and gents, was Rara. Available on all platforms to download. If you haven't downloaded that song, download it.
Do it now.
Get it. And also, it's been added to playlists on Spotify as well. So it's going. So the song that you were hiding for so long actually shouldn't have been hidden.
It's alive.
So exactly. And that takes me on to what did you do after? Let's go. What did you do after Rara? What's been happening after Rara?
Gosh,
where have you been?
Life has been happening. So there's been a few things going on. Papa J used to live in London as well. Okay. Then he moved back to Poland. So obviously, you know, we've been far away from each other. So there's been difficulties about getting together and actually putting music together. We both had a few other projects going as well, and obviously focusing on day jobs and families and all of that stuff. So not much has happened since we recorded Rara until this lockdown, really. That is when we finally had time.
And then during the lockdown,
and we decided, you know what, let's just put another song together. Let's just keep rolling. Let's do it.
picked up the phone and say, "Yo, Papa J, I'm bored. What are you saying?
What are you saying, bro?
Throw me a track. I want to spit." And then he's like, "Yo, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna throw something together." And then, he made a bit of magic in the kitchen. And
my favorite message from Papa J is, check your email. That's my favorite.
Bing, you have an inbox. And so, what have you got lined up for us now? What's coming? Is there something new? Is there something that we need to know about?
So, again, this is an interesting one because the last song we worked on has been recorded partially, obviously, in Poland. Partially in my home studio, which is the first, because me being the perfectionist I am, I always use top quality studios. So if it's in Poland or if it's in London, I always go to one of the best establishments to make sure the sound is perfection. Obviously, being on lockdown, I wasn't able to do that.
No one can do anything on lockdown. Not just you. It's
so
been
the newest
song
we literally just finished mixing. I recorded vocals in my home studio, which obviously was challenging. However, it's been mixed and mastered in, again, one of the top Polish studios in Poland, and the guys did a fantastic job making sure the sound is perfection, even though I recorded it at home.
Well, don't leave me hanging. What have you done? What have you released? What's
okay, guys. So on the 14th,
drum roll.
On the 14th of February, which is my anti-Valentine release.
So hang on.
Don't expect anything romantic.
So while we're on Valentine's Day, when everyone is having a romantic meal with their partner,
not everyone, there's some haters of that day.
You were releasing a song that's obviously an anti-Valentine. So do explain what's going on with
the song is called Mistake. And it's about a relationship that's being considered to be a mistake, which I'm sure many people can relate to, having one or few of those in their life. So I feel like on Valentine's there are two types of people. There's the all loved up couples that are, holding hands, and you see a girl holding a rose on a street.
You know who you are.
And them going to the restaurant and,
paying
having
double the price.
Having a lovely time.
Yeah.
And then you've got the single people, the recently divorced, the people
the ones who don't need a partner.
Independent. And these, I used to be, one of those as well, that I would just get with my friends and buy a lot of booze and questionably shaped chocolates. And just have the complete opposite to a romantic night. So that song is probably more for those people. Okay.
So explain, who's on the track, who put it together, you?
Again, it's just myself and Papa J.
Right.
The song is obviously under my name, Mike Negotium. Papa J is the sound of the track. And I'm not gonna say too much. I don't wanna spoil too much.
Okay.
But it is currently sitting with Your Radio UK as exclusive. It's not even on YouTube yet. It's not on any of the platforms. So I believe you guys are going to hear it here for the first time.
So that's right. We have had the privilege, the honor to listen and play the third release of Mike Negotium. And we have it with us. Shall we let them...
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Shall we let them listen to it?
Let's do it. Let's do it, DJ. Hit it.
Right. This is... I'll let you introduce your song.
Ladies and gentlemen, exclusively to Your Radio UK, you're about to hear the newest song of Mike Negotium, Mistake.
To the metal, you're riding 100 miles an hour, leaving behind old stuff that didn't matter, getting closer to the future that you painted in your dreams, living out the part when you felt disesteemed. The feeling that comes to me is completely blinding, releases energy that was deeply hiding. Unbelievable, breaking me. comes to me is completely blinding, releases energy that was deeply hiding. Unbelievable, they can make us do regrettable things that we did do.
Right. And that, ladies and gents, was Mistake. Let us know what you think. Make sure you do hit us up in the comments. Your Radio UK. Tell us what you thought of the song. I heard a gunshot.
Wasn't me. Or was it?
Did you get a shoot? So I take it you're going to be obviously doing the video, which you obviously haven't done because the song hasn't even come out yet. Do you get to shoot someone?
I mean, yeah, you just said it. I suppose you guys need to wait for the video release to find out what went down.
This is why
it's obviously knowing me. There is going to be a twist. So
yeah.
Hopefully, we need to see what happens with the whole COVID restrictions. But obviously, we are planning to shoot a video for Mistake. So hopefully, that will follow very soon after the release, and then you all can find out what really happened with that gunshot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All I heard was you're a effing
boom
Mistake and boom. So there we have it. The official release is the 14th of February. It's going to be on all major platforms, just like Rara. So again, just a reminder, it's iTunes, it's Apple Music, Google Play,
Amazon, Spotify.
Probably back on Spotify again, and obviously you can add it to your playlist as well. Until then, the only place you can hear that song is on Your Radio UK. We'll have all the DJs obviously playing your song, and I'll be playing it as well as in my sets. So you can only hear it from today till the 14th, only exclusively to Your Radio UK. So we got to big up Micah for allowing us the privilege and the honour of having an exclusive, one-of-a-kind track exclusively to us.
It's gonna get to the point where my family will be messaging me and I'll be like, go log into the station to hear my song.
If you want to hear it, you can't. You can't find it anywhere. It's not on YouTube.
I'm not giving it to anyone.
It was in my email box.
Even my parents don't have it.
Just like you said, it was email. Check your email. That's the only place you're gonna find it. I have the exclusive. My DJs are gonna have the exclusive, and it's the only place you're going to find it is on Your Radio UK. So we're going to leave it there. Like I said, do you want to let everyone know your social media, where to find you?
Yeah, it's Micah, which is Mike 'A Negotium. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I've got a few bits and pieces on YouTube, but however, I prefer obviously directing you guys to Spotify and all those platforms to get the top quality, because obviously on YouTube it's just bits and pieces, more like demos than anything else.
Yes, so on your YouTube it's just you messing about with some stuff, but officially your Rara, your Mistake, and of course Mercury is officially on sale to purchase
on all the major platforms. Mistake from the 14th.
Mistake will be available on the 14th. Until then, I and the team and I have the honour of playing it for you. We do want to see you guys get behind it. Please do like and share when you hear it on the radio. Make sure you back us up. I mean, after all, you are our artist of the month. We've had
thank you again for this privilege.
It's been a great privilege to have you on, because not only can you do dance music, you got hip hop music. This one is a bit softer, so it could even be an R&B track if you want to call it that.
And you never know what's coming.
So
you never know what's coming.
I hope I'm going to be the first. Let's just say the Your Radio UK is always ready for whatever you've got coming up, and we hope you'll be our artist of the month again when you come up with something new. So
I hope so too. We've got some plans for this year. Absolutely. Jay and I are sort of on the roll right now, so we as an insight I can tell you that we're already working on a new song, which is gonna be slightly more into your grime rap style.
Exclusive. That's an exclusive.
However, after that, we're planning ahead. We might surprise you with a little bit softer sound as well. So
we've got dance, hip hop, R&B,
grime.
Sneak peek on maybe some grime and some stuff. So all around, we just gotta wait for that.
We're not stopping.
No.
You know.
We're gonna wait for that.
Life is not gonna get in the way anymore.
Depends. Lockdown. You might have time to do heavy rock, black
Hopefully
metal,
not.
death metal, the lot.
Hopefully, will be released to the world soon because I much rather record my stuff in studio and have a sound engineer pressing the buttons than me faffing around with it.
And then DJs like me get to wiki and play your tracks.
Absolutely. I mean, if anyone listening to this would like to, you know, put their own take of any of my tracks, do a remix,
get in touch with us here in the studio,
or even, you know, get in touch regarding doing featuring. I'm the type of artist that I am happy to feature with anyone who's good, anyone who represents certain level of
talent,
of not just talent but also attention to the detail, making sure that it is recorded in a good quality. I'm happy to feature. I mean, I featured with few artists so far, like, you know, Dan Nash and Louis Player. I have another track on YouTube with KF, who's rapping in Spanish, so that was very interesting for me to collaborate with him,
which we've played on this radio station as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, so I'm the type of person, I love music and I love to do music with other people who love music. So hit me up on socials if anyone's interested of collabo.
Yeah, there we go. So ladies and gents, we're gonna leave it there. Please do support us on the station as well as our up and coming artists. We want to get them out on the big field, the big scene, you know, getting the music out there, and we want to be the first ones to do it.
It's amazing. I think, you know, well done to you guys. Obviously, you're being a very young radio station, only started end of last year,
yes,
I believe.
10 weeks old we are.
Yeah, and for you guys to take on projects such as Artist of the Month to help new and upcoming artists, I think is amazing. Is you know, is something very, very, very good to do for the community as well. So I think big up for that, and to all the DJs playing the songs. And I will be tuning in for your next Artist of the Month, and I'll make sure I'll share their stuff as well. And, you know, we're all sort of big family in Your Radio UK, So,
ladies and gents, at www.yourradiouk.com, all the details for the songs that we've spoken about will be on there, where to buy them. There'll be links, especially with when your official release of Mistake will be out. We will add that to your profile page on the website with all the links. Just click and download. So we will definitely keep you on our
books.
On the books, on the website. So if there's anything that you've missed, or if you want to go back, she'll be under the Artist of the Month. And next month we'll have something else lined up. It could be a rapper, it could be a band, it could be anything. But for now, we're gonna have Micah on until her song's released. So thank you guys for locking in. Anything you want to say?
Just big love to all the listeners and all the DJs. Thank you very much for playing my stuff and all the comments. And yeah, just let's spread the love. Let's be together in these difficult times.
That's it, guys. Don't forget, you can catch me on Mondays with your Rock Mondays. Catch me on Tuesdays. For now, I think I'm gonna play a bit of everything. And we've got our Latino Wednesdays, hip hop and R&B Thursdays, which I believe you like to tune in on. Fridays are Mad Friday. Saturday, we've got the club nights on Saturday, and back to chilled Sundays. So there's something every day of the week for everybody. So Absolutely. Until then,
thank you.
It's bye from us.